Gaza's journalists were set to receive an award for their coverage of Israel's war over the past 16 months, until the hosts scrapped the decision at the last minute.
It's just a new decision from the European and the Western media makers that shows that they are adopting the Zionist narrative.
These organizations, by these actions, clearly say that, yes, we do not take our own decisions.
The UK's Royal Television Society had planned to give journalists in Gaza a special recognition award for their reporting at the TV Journalism Awards on Wednesday, 5th of March. But after the BBC pulled its documentary called Gaza, How to Survive a War Zone in late February, the society reversed its decision, saying the issue had become a political football and it did not want to add fuel to the fire. Seeing the barrage of criticism received by the BBC, the Royal Television Society instead avoided mention of Gaza. Middle East Eye asked Gaza's journalists what they thought of the last-minute change.
The decision indeed is disappointing, shameful and cowardly because it's just a new decision from the European and the Western media makers that shows that they are adopting the Zionist narrative, shows bias and shows that they are overlooking the Israeli aggressions and violations against the Palestinian journalists. It also ignores our covering that cost us our life just to communicate, to deliver the truth and only the truth, only what is happening on the ground, nothing more. They're just ignoring the issue, trying not to talk about it because they don't like it. It's happening in a way that they doesn't like. So it somehow does not reach to the people.
Claiming that the decision not to present the award or recognize Palestinian journalists in Gaza by saying that the RTS feared that the award would become a political football or add fuel to fire is yet another ridiculous attempt to say that we are too scared to recognize Israel's systematic targeting of Palestinian journalists in Gaza. These organizations, by these actions, clearly say that, yes, we do not take our own decisions, and yes, we have to get an approval from the perpetrators if we have to recognize the victims.
No one could have ever known about anything around the world without the stories from the journalists, especially during struggles, during wars, during genocides. Journalism plays the main role in telling the whole world about what's happening. Any documentation from Gaza means that it represents the stories of hundreds of thousands of people from this trip. The scrapping and cancelling of the award means one thing: these outlets are playing a role of complicity with the perpetrators. They have to hold the responsibility of telling the truth.
They also warned that the decision not only disrespected the risks and the losses they had suffered in reporting on the war, but threatened the future of press freedoms and support for journalists worldwide.
The cancellation of such a prize is considered to be a